All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there pushing his word in true sincerity and indeed. All right, Shabbat Kapatazah.
And a brother Asha.
And we are with the great millstone branch here in Chicago. All right, coming at you with another quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. You know, you can see we're running slightly behind for camp, but hey, you know, we gonna let the spirit roll and we gonna just put one up there, man. So yeah, go ahead, bro.
Hey, this is talking about the wickedness of Esau, Edom, Salakia, Idumea, how they operate. You know what I mean? Today I watched a little video where they went all terrorists for these couple who bought a snowblower in Minnesota. You know what I mean? It was unbelievable. The people bought the snowblower unbeknownst to them from some third party. You know, they got a credit card from Menards, you know, one of those cards, and they bought the snowblower. They didn't know the guy had did some illegal dealings with it. So the Minneapolis police came to their door with a search warrant for a snowblower with guns blazing like they was terrorists. It was a wicked scene to watch. You know what I mean?
Grab that Isaiah 10:1, and I'll read it. Matter of fact, I'll get it. You try. Yeah, you can expound.
So yeah, they came to their door. You know what I mean? And they kicked in the door, and the guy fired some shots because he didn't. It was a plainclothes police officer. They didn't know he was a police officer. He was in a plain clothes. So they kicked in the people's door. The guy fired 3 shots at the officers, and the officers fired 1 shot back. Then once they announced that they was police officers, the guy came out of his house. Long story short, they took him and his 9-month pregnant wife to jail. They shackled her into the bed and while she was having contractions. They had to rush her to the hospital. They had her chained to the bed like she was a fugitive from justice for a snowblower.
Wow.
That was purchased legally. They didn't do anything wrong except they got cards from somebody who was selling the cards from Menards, and they didn't know, and they just bought it from him at the credit and went and bought them a snowblower.
Wow. So hey, man, there you have it, man. You know, this devil, he is just low down, especially when it come to you Jakes, you know. And the fact that they would do such a thing, you know, they would dare do no shit like that to another a fellow Idumean. You know, it just goes to show, man, that the curses in Deuteronomy is real. You know, cursed shall you be when you go into the field. Cursed shall you be when you go into the city. You know, cursed shall you be when you go in. Cursed shall you be when you go out, man. You know, these curses have fallen on us, man. And that's another reason why we cry out to Yahweh Shai Shai for deliverance, man. Because shit like that is just completely overblown, man. You know, that's like overkill over a fucking snowblower, you know? Here it is, Esau murders people, man. Esau, with those pedophile ass Catholic priests, you know, you don't see Esau busting in their shit, you know, guns blazing, you know what I mean, to arrest them. But here it is, that Jake can, you know, unbeknownst to them, have a stolen snowblower, and it's just like World War III, you know. But I just wanted to get that shit, Salakia. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. I got it. And it reads, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed." It says to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, man. And what do? They violate people's rights all the time. Especially you Israelites, which you really don't have any rights in this country, you know, because when the Constitution was written, you know, your brown ass was in shackles, all right, getting whipped, all right. But nonetheless, man, they violate your human rights, you know. They could have went about that whole situation completely different and civil, but no, you know, they chose to do what they've always known to do, be violent and unreasonable. Especially when it comes to you Jakes, when it comes to people of color in general, you know? And guess what? There's going to be a judgment for that at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. So the judgment, you know what I mean, coming shortly for the folks, you know what I mean? Because, like you said, this unrighteous decrees and the way they operate, you know what I mean? You know, they have always been the terrorists. They have always been the savage people in this land.
That's right.
You know, the land is given into the hands of the wicked. And they have went about this and doing all their wickedness, you know, in the sight of everyone. You know what I mean? They're not hiding back any of their wickedness.
Right.
Because there was no reason for a simple snowblower to issue a search warrant like they had killed 50 million people.
Exactly.
This was a retail theft of a small amount that didn't warrant a search warrant or the amount of police that they sent to the place. Unbelievable.
That's right. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. And like the brother was saying, man, you know, Esau's Edom, his skullduggery is being exposed on a massive global scale. All right. Now all the nations are seeing how this man operates. All the nations are disgusted with the violation of human rights that this man has been guilty of for the last 5 centuries, man. Okay? It's being broadcasted on a worldwide level, man. All right? And now all the nations, all the kingdoms of the earth, man, they're seeing that this damn devil is not right and he hasn't changed. You know, his savagery from his beginning has been consistent and persistent. It has not stopped. Okay? He just finds different. He used to be able to find different ways to hide it, but now he can't hide it anymore because of this internet, man. All right, this internet is exposing this devil and all his bullshit and madness at every turn, man. You know, and that's why, hey, it's to the point now he's just gonna come down with great wrath, you know, because he has a short time. You know, all the nations of the earth, they're angry with this man. Everybody has been affected by this man's ill dealings in one way or another. So now, shit, it's payback time, you know. Shit, these nations are starting to lick their chops as they see America weakened by the day. You know? You want to expound on something? You know? But, yeah, man, that shit was just wild, man. You know, we just had to put that on wax, man, that, you know, Esau would go to that length over a goddamn snowblower, man. You know? But here it is, they're trying to poison everybody and poison your children, and where's the pushback in that? You know, where's the guns blazing in that? But don't worry, because real soon that shit is going to become a thing presently known to everybody. You know, it's going to be in everybody's face real soon, man. You know, but
yeah, well, you know, like the brother was saying with that, you know what I mean. The other nations, you know, when the wicked are in charge, you know what I mean. The righteous, you know,
I got you.
Salaka, yeah. You know, they do what they do. You know what I mean?
Hold on, I got you. It's Proverbs 29. I got you. This is the book.
Loosely paraphrasing, right? Yeah.
Right. I know where you was going with, man. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Yep,
exactly. And that's what's going on. You know what I mean? The righteous authority, the people rejoice because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi has put a stamp on us to rule appropriately and righteously with his law, statute, commandments embedded in us.
That's right.
But when these wicked folks are in charge, all you get is disaster, destruction, pestilence, famine, and, you know, the end of everything. You know what I mean? The birds, the animals, everything's crying out against Idumeans. You know what I mean? This is what they do. You know what I mean? They have extended their pain, their penalty, and you can't say anything against them. Otherwise, they're going to use their terror tactics to make you look the enemy. You know, we're the victims, but they always going to turn us around to be the enemy. That's the, you know, Idumea's trump card is to turn us around. You know what I mean? Those who are crying out for righteousness and righteous judgment to the enemies. You know, this is what he does.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, we getting ready to pull up. Hey, with that, we hope this was edifying. We want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rachah Kadash, Shalom, and a Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.